welcome back, YouTube. And I want to thank everybody for logging on to Sexy Dollar 5526, giving all your comments and your views, checking me out. I really appreciate it. You can always give me my updates and look at my updates and view them, give your comments. But today's episode is the industry secrets, and my guest today is Mason Killahor from Killahor Productions. So what's going on today, Mr. Killahor?
Oh yeah, I'm doing real good today. I'm loving this weather here in Michigan. It's a little bit nippy, but I'm dealing with it.
And I'm glad to have you here today to talk about today's topic, the industry secrets. So who are some of your artists and your labels you're working with right now?
Well, you know, right now, I'm working with my boy, the Paper Boy, of course, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm working with my boy, 9mm, Young Skrilla, and Old Money.
That's what's up. So how long has your label been around?
We've been going, you know, I think we've been around a good 2.5 years, you know what I'm saying? Going real strong on 3 years, so, you know, we're trying to do it big.
Sounds like, you know, you've been in industry for a long time now, so. What are some of the projects you're working on right now?
Well, you know, right now, my boy 9mm, he trying to work on his thing, you know what I'm saying, name, Load Up the Chamber, and Old Money, he doing the new solo album called Dusty Bread. So you know,
I heard that. It sounds like a nice cut.
He got a couple of nice things on it. He doing it.
Okay, and Detroit is glad to hear from you. So this is what's up with some of the updates I got y'all with from last week. We have Dave Bean, who hit us with breaking news, letting us know that he will be trying to assist us with, you know, our money problems here in Detroit, and that he will be trying to get, you know, the $240 million that we need to get us back on track. As well as trying to get the $132 million that's owed to Detroit. So I think that'll be a great thing to get us back on our feet, and I'm promoting that, you know, because we really need that here. As well as some of the other updates, we still have Kilpatrick on Facebook lashing out saying that, you know, he has nothing to do with Bobby Ferguson's accounts in Texas,
Wow.
him or his family, regarding the racketeering charges, and, you know, that he just doesn't want to be tied to that at all. I mean, which I think is crazy, because I'm like, well, you don't want to be tied to it, but, you know, so where is it coming from? I mean, from the fake files? I mean, where are they making this up at? I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, I don't think everybody wants you to be a bad guy. I mean, I voted for you your first year. And I know so many young people who got him in here, and, you know, what angers me is because he has supporters now that are pushing so hard and saying how he should be our mayor again. What they don't realize is that he did not start it, but he's the reason why we're in this situation right now. The reason why, you know, a lot of more homeless black people will arise here in Detroit if we are not able to get some type of financial assistance. So I'm not blaming him, I'm not mad at him, and like I said, I pushed for him in the first. I hate that all of these things came out about him, but to make the news out to be liars and to say I never put my hands on it, and to have supporters, your minions, it's kind of crazy to me, if you ask me.
Kinda.
But moving on, we have little Bianca Jones here in Detroit, 2-year-old, who's been missing now for over a week, and we have basically no leads on what's going on. We have a mom who, you know, she really isn't crying too much about it, but she is pleading for our help here in Detroit, and I feel like we should reach together and put our heads together and try to figure out and put as much leads as we can out there, because, you know, no one deserves this. And I would hate to be a mother in this position, but, you know, we have the cadaver dogs that were just released that were released into the father's home after finding out, that the dog found hits basically in, the father's backyard. But we already knew, that the father had, criminal history, reportedly beat the child, the mother, all of these things were said. Before he came out to the media with the cries and the tears, and how much, he was hurt and he wanted his daughter to return home, So it's just kind of frustrating us as viewers hearing this. We're like, you're a father, she's a mother, and, nobody knows nothing. If you could tell us somebody may be after you, then you could tell us who it is, when it comes to your daughter. And since that hasn't happened, he remains a suspect. And until we can get some DNA out here to find out where and when, this occurred, no one will know anything. So moving on, we also have Kalisha, a.k.a. Mocha, mother of 6 here in Detroit, who was living in a bar here, and she left with 3 men, one they say was on crutches or whatever, and it's been over, a week now, going on 2 weeks, and nobody's responding. Nobody's really saying as much as they should. The mother's been looking and looking and looking, and she's been putting all these bogus leads. We seen just this week that she was, sent, was called to a vacant home where she found a dead man's body,
What?
Yes, and they're also saying that her daughter may have been in the area or at the home. So it's very terrifying, horrible, because me and her are the same age. We did attend school, together. So, just hearing things like this is kind of harder, growing up here in Detroit, there's so much things that you hear that hurt you as if it was one of your own family members. So, it's just... I just think we all should just come together and at this time and wish for that their family can get peace and that they will somehow find peace, with all that's going on in their life. Yeah.
Pray for them.
We're going to pray for them. So we're going to move on to today's topic, which is the industry's secrets. And one of my first questions is to you, what do you believe that the industry thinks is a good artist?
It's a lot of things and stuff that can make a person a good artist, but as far as this whole messed up industry goes, they believe that a good artist would consist of good looks, personality, and if you can or can't be sold, you know what I'm saying? If they can get you to do what they want you to do, they will try.
True. And as well as they look for, are your records selling? What are you making happen for that label? And what use are you to that label? And sex always sells.
Always.
And so moving on to our next question, because I know you, Mr. Killer Ward, must know. Is there a secret society in the industry?
Oh yeah, it's just as they say, it's true, everybody. The secret society goes from the Masons all the way up into the Illuminati, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different levels of a few different secret organizations, which you and I have to watch out for in the future.
Yes, we do, and I believe it is because so many things have changed from back then, and I also believe, let me stop putting it out there like it's just became, we've just paid attention to it, but this has been going on for centuries in the industry. The industry was built upon these things, and so a lot of people just need to start recognizing what they're dealing with and start deciding what they're going to do. This is not a question about has it ever existed, is it existing. This is about what are you going to do about it.
You gotta wake up.
Right, so moving on to that next question. What do you think is required in these secret societies?
Oh yeah, if you want to be in the whole, secret society thing, you gotta have street smarts, you know what I'm saying? They want you to have good credit, you know, and you have to have connections, you know. You have to know people, you know. You can't just, you know what I'm saying, step into it and then just think and stuff that you can get out easily. It's always a price to get out if you want to get in.
And they're not looking for the average top single artist or someone who's not really selling or nobody wants them. They're looking for someone who's making the top bucks, that know the top people that are, you know, on the rise. So this is something that I know that people like you, Detroit, need to know. And so name one question that the industry is asking their artists.
I mean, one huge, large, you know, question and stuff that they are asking is they really want they, you know, male or they female artists to be down for whatever their cause is, you know. You have to be ready and stuff to pay a price, you know, some kind of sacrifice, something that you don't want to do, and they know that you don't want to do.
True. And I believe that it's not going to be something that they know you would do on a regular. It's not going to be something that you may even want to do. It's going to be something that you never expected, probably never wanted to do. And these are things that some people would call even sacrifices. And we'll move on from that and use that for maybe another episode. And so why don't you name, a musically linked label in the industry connected to these secret societies, if you will?
I think that one of the most well-known musically linked labels is Rockefeller Records, you know.
Okay.
Of course, from the name Rockefeller, as we know, Henry D. Rockefeller,
who founded and created and was a part of the Illuminati,
like
as well as the
folks.
Boule in the 1700s, before many of us was even thought of. Our grandfathers and forefathers were. So, continue, what were you saying?
It's just that this whole label is associated and known, including the CEO, which I won't say his name, but the CEO of Rockefeller Records. There's claims that he does worship the devil.
Yes, you know, with all of the pyramid and, you know, all of the things that he's even had occur with his newfound wife and how things have changed in their lives and what they're putting out here musically just tells us a lot about what kind of people they are. So what special talent should you have to be with a label of that nature?
I mean, if you want to get down with a label like that, you know, you have to know your Illuminati history, you know what I'm saying, first of all, but you also have to have talent. And as we know, a lot of people that they sign are from New York, you know.
True.
G-Dep, Memphis Bleak, you know what I'm saying, all of them is from the NY and have been signed or are signed to Rockefeller Records.
True. And I mean, not to say anything bad about the CEO, I just feel that, you know, he has always been a progressive personality. It seems like he's very picky about who he chooses to deal with, and they have to be willing to do what he wants them to do. So moving on, can your family remain important in your life when you're in the industry?
No, because I believe that this whole industry is like self-serving, you know. They only look out for themselves, so I say that they self-serving. They don't really care if your family is broke or whatever you may or may not be doing with your family. They want themselves and stuff to be your family, to be their family.
Which is so unfair because I feel like your music has nothing to do with who you're allowed to associate with. It should not affect what money you make. But this is the, you know, industry that we're promoting, that we're a part of now, and it's important that we, as the people that want to be artists out here, at least have the chance to say that they knew about this. You know, it's very important that you know the secrets that maybe they didn't want us to know or they didn't think we would talk about. So, will you make money when you're not obeying the industry?
I mean, I believe that you can still make money, but you won't make as much money as you could if you was in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like you can make as many albums and stuff as you want, but you won't get the proper promotion. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to let you be out there like that.
And so many perks that come with just being that top artist and that's wanted by that top label, you know, with all of the pull, you won't receive, you know, all of the funding that makes you that artist that they want becomes obsolete if you're not obeying what it is, whatever it may be, you know, that they need or want of you. So that's also something else that, you know, people need to understand. There's no big bucks when, you know, they're not getting what they're wanting.
They won't let you get it.
And, you know, they only want you if you're doing this. You have to be pushing and funding these things and already ready for them when they come to you. So, do you think that the industry is purposely, you know, I mean, this is my last question of the night, but I think it's very important that, you know, I get this out here because people don't get this. You know, it's so serious because we've been watching TV and music and movies for so long, and people just don't know what's been put out to them. So my last question to you tonight is, do you think that the industry is purposely putting out the music that they're putting out today? And why?
I believe that they are putting it out on, you know what I'm saying, purpose, but I think that it's just to control how the whole population or maybe even world thinks about black people in America in general. You know what I'm saying? That we are just, you know, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, okay, at like the Golden Corral or the Gun Corral, you know? It's not like that, but that's the image that they got.
Yes, and true, and this is what they putting out here first with the language and the killing, and you notice a lot of people get depressed and they listen to this music, and these are the things that they demonstrate in the world today because this is what they hear constantly. Even listening to music and feeling depressed and wanting to cry sometimes is very easy to do, you know, because these are the things we've been trying to believe, the things that they want us to believe. The media wants us to believe so many different things that they're trying to hide from us. So we have to be prepared for these things. We have to know that there are secrets that aren't known to us and that we should start studying up, you know, listening to the news more, trying to, you know, follow up on the things, even the things that we're here talking about in every episode or after. You can always go and check up on these websites on YouTube, on Facebook, on Fox News. Anything that you need to know, you can find out, as well as always checking out sexy$5526, giving a view, a comment, or Facebook.com. And you can check out my guests. And why don't you let Detroit know, Mr. Killahor, what you're going to be doing here and what are you going to be doing in the future?
Well, you know, I know that it's a hot new guy and stuff that I'm going to be putting it out. And you know, and stuff that you can check him out over there on Facebook.
Okay.
The Paper Boy, you know what I'm saying? So just go ahead and check him out. It's a lot of links and stuff with him and sexy$5526 on it. So, you know, they over there doing their thing.
Okay. So just keep representing, showing the love. Holla at your girl. Let me know what you thought about tonight's episode. And I'll be hitting you up next week. Holla.